If you're new to terrariums, let me save you from these common terrarium mistakes. Always choose a jar that allows plenty of light to reach your plants. If your jar comes with an opaque lid, you can always replace it with a transparent one. Just make sure there's enough light reaching your plants and moss inside. Don't forget the bottom layer. Unlike regular planters, terrariums usually don't have drainage hole. So the drainage layer helps hold excess water away from the soil and prevents the root from sitting in soggy soil. It may look like a thin layer, but it plays a very important role. Whenever you are doing any maintenance, make sure your tools and scissors are properly cleaned and sanitized. I usually use isopropyl alcohol for this. Since terrariums are warm and humid, these conditions can encourage the growth of fungi and bacteria. So always clean your tools before you start, especially when you are moving from one terrarium to another. This is probably one of the most common mistake beginner make. A closed terrarium is a self-sustaining ecosystem, so once it's established, it needs very little extra water. And whenever I do need to add water, I use a dropper, spray bottle, or even a tablespoon. This helps me add just the right amount. Never pour water directly from a bottle into your terrarium. Keep these tools handy for precise watering. For a closed terrarium, always choose plants that can handle high humidity and lower light conditions. Avoid succulents and sun-loving plants in a closed setup. There are actually many plants that work beautifully in terrariums, and you may even find suitable ones growing in your own garden. A terrarium mainly needs two things from you on a regular basis: good light and a suitable temperature. If it's not getting enough light, the plants can start leaning or stretching towards the light instead of growing nice and bushy. You can either give it bright, indirect natural light or use an LED grow light for around 5 to 8 hours a day. And never place your terrarium in harsh, direct sunlight because the glass can heat up very quickly. Avoid using regular garden soil in a closed terrarium. Garden soil may contain unwanted pests or other organic matter that can cause problem in a humid enclosed environment. Instead, use a clean, lightweight terrarium substrate that provide good moisture retention and aeration. A little condensation is completely normal in closed terrarium, but if you are constantly seeing large water droplets covering the glass, it can be a sign that there's too much moisture inside. In that case, reduce watering and let some of the excess moisture escape. You can open the lid for a few minutes, and if your lid has a removable rubber seal like this, you can remove it to improve ventilation. Even though terrariums are low maintenance, they are not completely maintenance free. Give the glass a regular cleaning both inside and outside whenever needed. A clean glass surface allows more light to reach your plants and also keep your terrarium looking fresh and healthy. And finally, don't ignore dead leaves or unwanted plants growing through the moss. Just remove them as soon as you notice them, as decaying plant material can encourage mold. A little regular maintenance goes a long way in keeping your terrarium healthy. And those are some of the most common mistakes beginners make. Avoid these and your terrarium will have a much better chance of staying healthy and thriving.